Okay, I'm reading Tears of a Withered Flower, and let me tell you something right now. This is top 5 messy, toxic, smut, easy. This genre should not be romance. It should be labeled toxic and confused. Before I dive into the latest episodes, we need to talk about these characters because every single one of them make me want to pause the panel and scream, "What's going on?" So today's video is about the cast, and I need y'all in the comments. Are you reading this series? Why did you recommend this to me? Do you agree with my assessment of the characters? And do you need emotional support like I do? Every time you fast pass an episode and you're like, what is this? Let me know right now in the comments. If you're new to my channel, welcome to an episode of ToontalkCassie. And if you love messy love triangles, slow burn romance, or unhinged bad boys with green flags, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe right now because I see you. And drop your current Webtoon obsession in. Let's start with the main couple, or ex-couple, or whatever they think they are. Mitchell and Haesu are high school sweethearts. They got married, got divorced, and still live together acting like they are auditioning for the most confusing relationship award. These two are the definition of codependency on steroids. Instead of going to therapy, setting boundaries, or even sleeping in separate emotional universe, they choose violence. Well, emotional violence. And instead of working through literally any of his issues, Mitchell cheats with a younger coworker. Yeah, that's always the better solution, right? That was sarcasm. And why does he cheat? Why else? To boost his fragile ego, because he's incapable of supporting his ex-wife slash roommate slash situationship partner. I know, I'm confused too. The more I talk about their relationship and try to label whatever they are, the more I'm like, why? And being with someone younger makes Mitchell feels like he's the main character. Spoiler alert, he's not the main character, but he is definitely the main problem. Next up, come up to the front of the line, Haesu. Baby, this woman is soft, loyal, patient, devoted, but also so deep in denial she could drown. She's giving, I can fix him. She's just a co-worker. He didn't mean it. And oh, he just needs time. Girl, he needs therapy. Not more time. Your ex-husband slash roommate needs therapy. Lots of it. And you too. Okay? On me. And because she refused to detach emotionally, mentally, because she did detach from him, physically, Mitchell thinks that he can just do whatever he wants because she'll always be there, making him breakfast and calling it love. Yeah, she literally let this man walk all over her. Jesus deserves a full spiritual cleanse, a new apartment, a cute therapist, not a stalker. We'll get to that real soon. In a group chat of women to hype her up daily because the other women who she surrounds herself with, they're also trash. Now let's get into the younger coworker, the one that Mitchell is doing the naughty body activities with, huh? Let me be clear. She's not the villain. She is not the villain at all. Okay, she's like 23 years old. Her front lobe brain has not fully developed, but she did volunteer to be a supporting character in this man's midlife crisis storyline after she found out that he was married and he's been lying to her this entire time. So I'm just saying, okay, little Miss Mama right here. She's naive, impressionable, and convinced Mitchell is her perfect older man. Girl, stop sipping the Kool-Aid. Meanwhile, Mitchell is treating her like an ego boost with legs. Homegirl thinks she's the main love interest, but baby, you are in a side quest and you don't even know it. I want to shake her. If he did Haesu dirty after years, what makes you think he's not gonna do you the same way after a couple of months? Like, I really want to sit her down and be like, look, the rule is you are not the exception. If he treated his ex-wife like this, best believe he would treat you the same exact way. Already your relationship started off with him lying about his roommate slash ex-wife. He called her his cousin in front of your face. Okay, I know she's young, but okay. And now we have to talk about Taeha, because this man is basically the human version of a flashing warning red sign. Warning, warning, stay away from that one. He is younger, mysterious, emotionally intense, and way too invested in Jesus for someone who barely knows her. Huh? Giving you Joe Goldberg vibes? He's giving, I'm not a stalker, but I memorize your schedule. I just happen to be there, and I care about you more than your husband slash roommate does energy. And he says this to her all the time too. She just brushes over. Taeha doesn't just pursue Haesu. He studies her, y'all. Watches her and shows up at the right time every single time with the right words, the right touch, and the right looks. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm like, But he's toxic. He's toxic. I know better. It's emotional manipulation wrapped in a soft boy aesthetic. And Jesus, Miss Ma'am, is ignoring every single red flag like they Pinterest the course. Baby girl, you in your 30s, huh? You've been dealing with the toxic ex-husband. By now, you should know the signs. Notice a couple of red flags flashing on that young man. She is so starved for affection, though, y'all, and emotional safety that Taeha's intensity reads as comfort instead of restraining order, instead of creepo, instead of, he might look good, but something here is not right. Let's be honest. Taeha is not the safe option. He's the plot twist that's gonna ruin lives. And I'm just hoping it's not her life. Now, as toxic as this series is, and as much as these characters make me want to hold my head and scream, the storytelling is good, y'all. The tension, perfect, okay? The emotional mess, top tier. The art style, beautiful. Although the body portion of the women characters are a little bit off, but I'm not an artist, so I'm just going to go ahead and mind my non-artistic business, okay? And even though the plot stresses me out, I keep clicking. I keep fast passing because I need to know what happens next. I need to know just how bad this is going to get before everybody or somebody or just one of the characters go into therapy. I'm literally reading this whole series waiting for somebody to be like, I need therapy. I need to know what happened next. Okay. And maybe I'm just as toxic as them because I'm reading it and I'm enjoying it just a little bit too much. And not for the smut, okay? Because this series is full of it. The characters are sleeping with... Look, that's a whole different video for a whole different time. Just know that if you choose to read this webtoon right here, PG-17, maybe rated M, mature. I'm not too sure. Check the ratings. But I feel like it should definitely be rated R. All right then, guys. Now, tell me in the comments, are you reading Tears of a Withered Flower? Who do you think is the most chaotic, toxic character in this whole story? And are you team everyone is wrong? Team Haesu needs therapy? Or Team Mitchell needs to leave the planet? I'm just throwing this out there, but somebody else got to agree with me. But do Taeha not give Joe Goldberg vibes? Huh? He gives Rich Goldberg vibes. Like, let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know, please. And if you wanted part 2, where I go and I cover the newest episodes or I break down the most unhinged scenes, just say the words in a comment and hit that subscribe button, okay? Turn on those notifications so that way you don't miss